So task 9.2, gateways, route groups, and local route groups device pools. We're told to create 3 route groups, one for each site's existing gateway, allow for local dialing based on each calling party's phone's device pool, and to note that gateways have already been provisioned for you at each site. So a SIP trunk for corporate headquarters, H323 gateway for branch 1, router 2, and the Amsterdam, Netherlands branch 2 site is an MGCP gateway at the branch 2 R3 iOS gateway. So we set those up from our module gateways and trunks the other day. So we've already got our gateways and trunks. So take a look at them, make sure they're all here. Our endpoints. Okay, we've got our H323 gateway, and then we've got our branch 2 MGCP gateway and the endpoint attached to it. And we've got our corporate headquarter SIP trunk. There it is. So now we'll go to call routing, route group, and we'll create these route groups. There's none currently. We'll create one called route group underscore corporate headquarter. Doesn't really matter this distribution algorithm because we're only going to have one device associated to it. Doesn't matter the number of ports because it's a trunk in this case. I'm going to add a new, call this route group underscore branch 1. Branch 1 H323 gateway. Then route group underscore branch 2. Our MGCP gateway, all ports, because it's a PRI. So we should now have 3 route groups. Now we were told in the task to allow for local dialing based on each calling party phone's device pool. So we haven't actually got to the patterns yet, but we do know that we need to go back to device pool for each site. We've got one for each site plus some MOH servers, and they're not going to need to be dialing, so we don't really care about local route group there. And for each device pool, we need to configure the proper local route group. Okay? That is here under device pool settings. There are also 2 other subsections to device pool called roaming sensitive and device mobility related. Both of those sections relate to the idea and concept of device mobility. When they're configured, I should say when device mobility is configured, they still relate to all traditional workings of whatever device is associated to the device pool. But for now, when we get into device pool, we'll talk about those subsections. But local route group, we're going to choose as route group for branch 1. Update. And I would reset the members, except that I'm going to do that later after we've set up a few other things. Actually, since we've done calling search space, we could probably go ahead and reset those members. Yeah, I'll go ahead and reset the members. Do remember that from gateways and trunks, if I have an MGCP gateway associated, that I do need to go out, and that's under branch 2 actually, and do a no MGCP MGCP. So local route group for branch 2 will be route group for branch 2. And the device pool for corporate headquarters will have the local route group for corporate headquarters. Got to reset branch 2 items. Headquarters. Reset, restart branch 2. Everything should be restarting. Do want to remember to go out, as we just mentioned, terminal session here. Branch 2, router 3, and do a no MGCP, tear down, and then MGCP. Everything's registered. It is. Backhauls set up properly. Packets received and transmitted, but no failures, and everything's good there. We'll be looking at router 1 and 2, corporate headquarters and branch 1. So I'll go ahead and bring those up, but as we can see, show CCM, call manager application or MGCP is not enabled there. Okay, so we've met the requirements for task 2.